Good afternoon. Welcome in. Happy Thursday, everybody. It's a great day. We have football back, even if it's just the Hall of Fame game. I don't want to listen to any of these fakes and these frauds out there that say that the Hall of Fame game doesn't count. The true grinders, the true sickos like ourselves will watch every play of the Hall of Fame game with dollars, United States dollars wagered in the DFS streets, and probably a bet as well. We hit a 13-1 bet in the Hall of Fame game last year. We're going to try and run that back. Let me know if you're in the chat, say hello. Let me know what y'all think about the afternoon stream. Some of you guys, I know, you work and stuff. So you're not able to tune in all the time during the day streams when they're 11. So let me know. Let me know if you guys like the afternoon streams better. Because if you guys like it better, I'm open to making that switch. Once we get into football season. Nathan, what's up? Camden, what's up? But yeah, so we're gonna talk about the Hall of Fame game. If you guys have questions or anything, go ahead and ask. We could talk about other stuff too, whatever you guys have any questions about. We also have MLB trade deadline is going down right now. Carlos Correa just got traded to the Astros literally 5 seconds ago. Mitchell, what's up? How you doing, brother? How you been? But yeah, so let me know if you guys like the afternoon stream. Let's talk about it. Let's dive in. I wrote an article today. So that's up rollinginsights.com. I have it on my my stream here. Okay, Nathan, we have one vote for the early stream there. If anything, like we might just do some days later, some days not later. I don't know. Maybe we'll mix and match, and because I can't really get any data off of a couple streams. Like we might do alternating for a couple weeks, and then I'll go back and look at the analytics. But yeah, I wrote a blog post, rollinginsights.com. It's on my screen if you want to go read it later, or if you missed something. You can go check it out there for free. DFS plays, you know where to find those. And then we're going to talk about everything here. So we've got Chargers, Lions tonight. Chargers are 1.5 point underdogs. Totals 33.5. It's been raining all day here, but I think it's going to be fine for the game tonight. Was that last year or 2 years ago? There was a rain delay. Do you guys remember that? It was like I don't know if there was like a lightning delay or something. But it has quite literally rained here all day, but it looks clear for tonight. So that's good. It's like 60 to 70. I think it was last year. I think it was. And it's on turf, so it doesn't really matter much. Keaton also votes for the early stream. Appreciate you guys tuning into that. It means a lot to me. Yeah, so Lions 1.5 point favorites. Total was 32.5. It moved up to 33.5. I'm not really looking to bet on the total in this game, but I do like the Lions. So I'm probably going to bet the Lions to win this game on the money line -120 on FanDuel. And then I'm also going to take a shot. Last year we hit the first half full-time 13-1. The books wised up a little bit, and they kind of decreased the odds on those bets this year. But I'm going to take a shot on Chargers first half Lions full game. It's around +550, +600, depending where you look. I saw, I like that, Nathan, as well. I saw that on DraftKings this morning. But overall, I just like the Lions to win the game personally, and we'll kind of go from there. But that's going to be more minor for me, the betting side. It's just fun. The daily fantasy side, I do think, there's an edge there, and we can make some money. So the biggest thing, if you guys have never, most of you guys watching this, I'm sure have played preseason DFS because I've done this for quite some time. Like we've been playing preseason DFS for like 6 or 7, 8 years at this point, and I've been, giving out content for it. The biggest thing in the preseason is playing time more than anything. If guys are going to be on the field, that's who you want to target. When we talk about showdown for preseason, the defenses are going to be big plays because they're on the field all the time and they have opportunity to get points. The kickers, if a team only has one kicker, that's advantageous for showdown slates. Both of these teams only have one kicker. Cameron Dicker and Jake Bates are the only kicker on these two rosters. So both of them have one kicker, and that is something that we can take advantage of. So both of those guys are good plays along with the defenses. And then quarterbacks have the best opportunity to score points as well. We have a clear and cut news about the quarterbacks for this game. So that's great. Jim Harbaugh came straight out and said that Trey Lance is going to play the first half and a drive into the second half. And then DJ Uiagalelei is going to come in after him. On the Lions side, we're going to get a half of Hendon Hooker and then a half of Kyle Allen. So 4 total quarterbacks in this game tonight, 2 on each side. Trey Lance is going to be the top overall play. He had a great preseason last year in terms of fantasy points. He played almost the whole game for the Cowboys in almost all their preseason games last year. He ran around a lot, got a lot of rushing points. He's going to throw some picks probably, but yeah, for fantasy, he was great in the preseason last year. So he's going to be the top play. I would put Hendon Hooker at number 2 just because he also has rushing upside for the Lions. I'd put Kyle Allen number 3. He's the most experienced of these guys and the best pure passer of these guys, but doesn't have that rushing upside that Lance or Hooker has. And then I'd put DJU as a clear 4th. He's going to play the least amount because he's not going to play a full half. It's probably going to be like a quarter and a half. And he's also the worst quarterback in the NFL, arguably. I mean, I don't honestly know how this guy's on a team, to be quite serious with you. I mean, he was so bad at Florida State. Nathan in the chat is a Florida State fan. You can vouch in the chat, Nathan, how bad DJU is. I don't really know how this guy is on an NFL team. If I've ever seen a guy tailor-made for the whatever it is, the United Football League, UFL, it's DJU. He is absolutely terrible. So I don't really know. Some people, I'm sure people running 150 teams and stuff will have some DJU just because he's a quarterback that's going to be in the game. But I'm probably only going to play 2 or 3 teams, and I will not be playing any of him. I just can't. The running back spot is interesting. Some Lions guys have missed time off and on. Kai Robichaux's missed some time recently. Sione Vaki has missed some time recently. So that's going to be spots to monitor. If Sione Vaki plays, I'm going to be most interested in him, I think, on the Lions side. He had a great preseason last year, and he kind of fits that mold of a good preseason running back. So as long as Sione Vaki is active, he's my favorite Lions guy. I'd put Jabari Small number 2. Both those guys are in play for me in tournaments at the running back position. And then on the Chargers side, we know that Omarion Hampton is going to see the field. As I wrote in this blog, with the Najee Harris stuff going on, I don't see how we get more than a drive from Omarion Hampton. They just can't really risk it. So I think we're going to get a drive of Hampton, and then they have – I'm actually going to pull up on the side here the depth charts so I can talk better about this. But yeah, I think we'll see Hampton for a drive, and then we'll go from there throughout the rest of the guys. I think we're going to see a lot of Kimani Vidal tonight because he was someone that was really good in the preseason last year. There was a lot of talk about him, carving out an actual role in the offense. That never happened, to be honest. But he did score a touchdown in the regular season last year. He did get some playing time. So we know he's pretty decent. And I think that with their overall situation, I could see him getting some run because they have Najee Harris, like you said, not going to play. Hampton probably going to play a drive. Hassan Haskins, we kind of know what he is at this point. So I think Naheem Miller-Hines, I like how Naheem Hines is going by Naheem Miller-Hines now. I don't know where this came from, but anyways, we kind of know what he is. He's working his way back from like serious injury in recent seasons, and he's a special teamer anyways. So I don't really know how much we'll see of him. So I think we're going to see a lot of Vidal, Raheem Rocket Sanders, and potentially Jarrett Patterson as well. But he has missed some time off and on too. So we need to see about the injury situations and the running backs. But I think it's gonna be a lot of Vidal and Sanders tonight. I like both of them for tournaments as well. We actually have a pretty good tournament too for this game. 50K up top on DraftKings is pretty fun. On the Lions side, Gibbs, Monty, Craig Reynolds. I don't really think any of those guys are going to play. I would be shocked if Craig Reynolds really plays in this game, assuming Vaki and Robichaux are active. So then that just gives you mainly 4 guys: Vaki, Robichaux, Jabari Small, and Jacob Sailors. Jacob Sailors, they just signed recently. And that's why I think maybe Reynolds won't play at all. Or honestly, maybe one of Vaki or Robichaux misses. I don't know. But hopefully Vaki plays because I'm the most interested in him. At the receiver spot, we'll start on the Chargers. Don't think we'll see any Ladd McConkey or Quentin Johnston. Jim Harbaugh did confirm Trey Harris and Darius Davis would play. I don't think Rager will play either, to be honest. So take him out, take Johnson out, take McConkey out. I think Trey Harris will play a drive or two. I think Darius Davis will play a drive or two. So that's going to give us, some combo of Keandre Lambert-Smith, Brendan Rice, Jalen Johnson, Dez Fitzpatrick, Jaquay Jackson. Luke Grimm had missed some practice time. They got a lot of guys, though. So there's a lot going on here. I'm most interested in Keandre Lambert-Smith. He's going to be the highest owned guy of these Chargers receivers. He's gotten a ton of hype at camp. I think he's got a pretty good rapport at practice with Trey Lance. So I'm interested in him. But if he's going to be super chalky, I'd probably be fine fading him on maybe not fading, but just being underweight if you're playing a couple teams, if he's going to be super high owned, because these pass catchers in the Hall of Fame game can really go either way. I'd rather go low owned there. So like Brendan Rice got a ton of hype last year at camp. He got a decent amount of targets in the preseason game. I think he finished with 12, but he only registered 1 catch. So I don't know. Maybe he can transform. I don't know if Luke Grimm is playing, but Luke Grimm was a beast at Kansas. So I would maybe be a little interested in him, for tournaments. Let me see. We'll check Twitter. See if anything has come out about Luke Grimm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to play. I don't think he's practiced since 7/21, it looks like. I don't know. Brendan Rice missed a couple practice days too. Darius Davis is too involved special teams, I think, to play much. So I think if we take McConkey, Johnston, Rager out, potentially take Luke Grimm out. Trey Harris is going to give you a drive or two. I guess maybe even as chalk, we might have to just roll with Lambert-Smith and then Rice if he's good, and Dez Fitzpatrick. Those might be my favorites there. Are you doing any prop bets? I'll take a look at. I don't even know if I can see Prize Picks, to be honest. And the books don't have them, so I don't know. I love it too, Mitchell. I love preseason football. I don't have any problems betting on this. And also reminder that anyone saying that you should call the number if you're betting on the preseason or whatever those people say, just know those are not ball knowers, because any actual ball knower would know that the preseason sports have the biggest edge if you're willing to put the time in. So anyone that says don't bet on preseason football, those are casual fans. Just take that for what it is. Just know that at heart they're casual and they're not willing to, put their nose down and just grind. On the Lions side, receivers, St. Brown not going to play, J-Mo not going to play. I don't think Tim Patrick will play. either. So take those 3 out. Khalif Raymond, I mean, we kind of know what he is at this point as well. Yeah, I don't know about that, Keaton. Just if he gets you, I think you're going to get one drive. So, I mean, if he rips off he could rip off one run and catch that 100%. But if he doesn't, if they go like 3 and out or something, like you may not see him again. I don't know. I don't like to bet on stuff like that. I'd rather bet on some of these receivers that are going to get playing time to go over. Khalif Raymond, we kind of know what he is. I don't know how much he'll play. So then we're looking at the next tier of guys for Detroit. Isaac Tesla, Dominic Lovett, Tom Kennedy, Ronnie Bell, Malik Taylor. These are all guys. Kennedy is a former preseason. We've seen this guy in the preseason for years. Ronnie Bell, you guys can remember him from the preseason for the 49ers. Never translated in actual games, but he's contributed in a couple preseasons there. Malik Taylor, we saw him in the preseason last year have some good games. And then you have Jackson Meeks down here. He's gotten some hype at camp. He's a bigger body guy. So there's definitely some intrigue here on the Lions side. Now, Isaac Tesla, they traded up. They took him in the 3rd round. He was kind of a really hot button guy coming into draft season for a lot of the analytics guys on Twitter. Doesn't have a ton of college production, but extreme athletic numbers. I mean, if we look up Travis, what's up? Travis, did you do a video earlier? I think I saw, but I wasn't paying attention. Let me pull him up. So Isaac Tesla, just raw athlete, 4.4, 340. 97th percentile speed score on playerprofiler.com. Yeah, just an athletic freak. 6'4", 214, ran a 4.43. Yeah, you did one? Okay. So if he's going to play, I would be interested because he's got that profile of he could just toast some of these backup guys. The problem is he was a pretty high pick in the 3rd round, and they have this extra game. So it's how much are we really going to see Isaac Tesla even? I mean, he's going to play, but how much is the question? I don't really have that answer at the moment. Dominic Lovett has gotten a ton of hype at camp as well. He's a 7th round pick. Now, if I had to pick between Tesla and Lovett, I would lean towards Lovett in terms of who's going to play more tonight. And he has similarly gotten a lot of hype at camp. Not only from the coaches, but from the other players as well. Amon-Ra St. Brown seems to be a big fan of Dominic Lovett. So if I'm looking at the Lions guys, I'd lean more towards Lovett as my top play. Tesla is interesting for tournaments, but I just don't trust how much he's going to actually play. And then Tom Kennedy, Ronnie Bell, Malik Taylor, and Jackson Meeks as well. All those guys are viable tournament plays, but I think Lovett is my favorite, and he'll probably be the highest owned in correlation with that. I don't know about Trey Harris, 14.5 receiving yards as well. Keaton, similar to Hampton. It's if they go 3 and out, I don't know. Is he going to come back in? I don't know. Yeah, PrizePicks does not have Tesla. I just don't know how much he's going to play. Lambert Smith, Lovett, Jackson Meeks, and Tom Kennedy maybe, and Brendan Rice. That might be my group of receivers, assuming Brendan Rice is fine. I guess we need to confirm if he's playing since he missed a couple practice days. I think he got back on the practice field though, so he should be fine. As far as tight ends go, I don't really play much tight ends in the Hall of Fame game. I don't remember if that was last year. One of the recent Hall of Fame games, somebody had a pretty good rookie tight end that was going to play, so we were interested in him. But overall, I don't bet a ton of tight ends in the Hall of Fame game. I do think Oronde Gadsden is interesting for the Chargers. Rookie tight end, was a pretty prolific pass catcher at Syracuse. So he definitely has receiving ability. He's gotten some positive talk at camp. So you could maybe throw a flyer on Gadsden. But other than that, I don't the Chargers have like 6 or 7 tight ends on their team anyways, so I just don't know how much they're going to play. So I'm probably out on the tight ends. I have a small group of receivers that I think you can rotate in tournaments. Four or five running backs, Vaki, Vidal, those would be my 2 favorites, followed by Raheem Sanders, Jabari Small. That's probably it. So it's going to be a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of defenses, a lot of kickers. And then I like that Chargers first half, Lions full game. I like the Lions for the full game on the money line minus 120 in terms of betting. But yeah, that's it for the overview of the game. Now we wait for some news to come in here once these guys get out on the field, and we see who is gonna play or not. I'm trying to see if I see anything about Robichaux. Uh, I don't know if Robichaux. I'm like back and forth. We do one lineup. Yes, I'll probably do 2, to be honest. But yeah, definitely have some lineups. I don't know, man. I'm kind of back and forth on Vaki just because he's been banged up. I'm pretty confident Jabari Small is going to play a lot in like the second half, but it's which of Robichaux, Vaki, Reynolds. Like, I don't really think Reynolds will play, but maybe he does. Like, which of those 3 gets a lot of this first half burn? If you can hit on that, that would be big. I'll probably roll like for DFS. I think you want the defenses and the quarterbacks. So like for like I like Trey Lance is probably the best captain pick. So you're gonna put him in there. And then you want to put the defenses in. So that leaves you with 3 spots, and you can rotate. Like that's probably going to be the core for me. Is going to be Trey Lance captain with the 2 defenses, and then you have 3 spots to rotate the 2 kickers. I would put Dominic Lovett up there for me with Lambert Smith. Those would be like my 2. So those 2, the kickers, Kamani Vidal, Raheem Sanders, and then I want to try and decipher. I would like some exposure to a Lions running back, but I don't know. I need to see if we get any news. Like trying to decipher that is going to be hard. I think. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some more research after this, but I think Trey Lance with the 2 defenses is a good DFS core, and then you just rotate those 3 spots: kickers, receivers, and the running backs that we talked about. I won't be playing Trey Harris. I will not be playing Omarion Hampton. I'm sure those guys will get some ownership just because we got confirmation that they're going to play. But unless they score a touchdown on the first drive, I'd feel pretty confident in not having them if they don't score a touchdown on the first drive. So that's probably going to be a fade for me. And I'm going to take some shots at this 50K payout, $15 to enter, 50K up top. Probably won't really play. I probably won't play really any cash games for this, but I'm definitely going to take some shots at the 50K. and put those bets in as well. Overall, let me know. Reach out to me. Let me know if you guys like the afternoon stream time better, 4 o'clock. It seems like we got a few more people in here if the viewership number is correct. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys like it a little bit better. Let me know. I know some people in the chat said they liked the earlier stream better. So I don't know. Reach out to me. Maybe I'll put a poll up later this week so we can kind of game plan that going into football season. Mitchell, you like the later stream? That's good. Down for a mix and match. Yeah, mix and match might be the move for now. Because I already have the content plan for regular season created, but yeah, maybe we can mess with the time a little bit of the streams. But overall, thank you guys for tuning in. Maybe I'll put a poll up or something. But if you like the afternoon stream, let me know. If you like the early stream, let me know. Good luck tonight if you're going to play some DFS. Hopefully we make some money. Hopefully I did a good job highlighting to you my thoughts on the game. I got a little top play section down there for you guys as well. So just mix and match those guys with Trey Lance and the defenses, and I think you'll be in a pretty good spot to hopefully make some money. Don't be afraid to throw, even though they're not listed here, don't be afraid to throw a Tom Kennedy or something in there for tournaments. But good luck tonight. I will be back live tomorrow at 11 a.m., the usual time. So we'll recap this game. We'll talk some more, fantasy rankings and updates with training camp, and then we'll talk some baseball tomorrow as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. Good luck tonight. I will see everybody tomorrow at 11 a.m.